My blood pressure's through the roof. I think I might shatter my coffee mug. I'm gripping it so hard. I can't help but think of all the other jobs I could be working right now. I wouldn't even know where to start. See, I was the kid who would elbow people out of the way at career fairs. Resume crisp and outstretched towards my future employer. I would steamroll my friends when it came to my job applications. I'd average 20 and 30 a summer. I was so scared I wouldn't get a job. I was so scared I would end up at a job I hated when I grew up. Everyone told me, do what you love and make money at it. They also told me to network. Okay, I think. Well, you're not moving forward if you're not working. I figured getting a job would be a surefire way to reach my goals. Network to get jobs. I'll tell you straight up, student networking is a mess of conflicting interests. Everyone wants to get a job, and everyone wants to figure out what job they think they want. Now, one might think that these run in parallel, but oftentimes they don't. The internet tells us that people network to learn the dynamics within your industry, establish business connections, get plugged into your community, seek new career opportunities, referral networks, win-win relationships. Maybe I'm reading into this too much, but networking, at least by the traditional definition, is not meant for students. It's really targeted towards professionals. It's a world we don't really belong in. But we're told to do it anyway, so we do it. And we think, what's networking? We look at this definition, we go, seeking new career opportunities. This other stuff, it doesn't apply to me either. So we're all networking to get jobs. Is that a problem? Yes and no. I think if you go to any college today, you better get a job. You and your parents are paying far too much not to make a good living off your degree. At the same time, everyone's just trying to figure out what they like. They're trying to narrow down their options. Ideally, only once you figure that out would you get experience. A job gets you experience. It also gets you something on your resume, and it also gets you money. But arguably, getting a job should happen at the end of your networking process. So my sophomore year, I realized that networking was not meant for students. At the same time, I realized that networking was absolutely meant for students, but we have to change the way we do it. Just as seriously as we network to get jobs, we have to network to learn. We have to narrow down our options. This isn't anything new. We all sort of know this and sort of do it. But someone gets lost amongst all the other worries associated with getting jobs and networking. I'll tell you straight up, you can't even begin to network, the real networking, until you've learned enough. But once you have learned enough, once you start to understand these fields, you become a pseudo-professional, and this definition of networking that we have begins to make sense. So how do we do it? You have to be a reporter. I try to contact a company a month. I call them up, I set up a time to talk, I sit down with them and do an in-depth interview. The key word here is interview. What is it like to work there? What are people passionate about? What are all the moving parts? What do people's career paths look like to get there? Now when I do this, I get a couple things. One, I learn what I don't like, which oftentimes is more valuable than the other way around. I also get an entire network of professionals that know me and my interests relatively well. Not many people can sit through an entire interview without asking a couple questions back. And lastly, I get more comfortable talking to professionals. Asking questions is great, but doing the repeated practice again and again of doing it is half the game. So don't become me in the cubicle. Do what you love and make money at it. Don't network. Network to learn, and the jobs and the real networking will follow.